Hey, friends, thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about buyer's market and what that really means. Here's an article by Street Easy, the One Block Over blog. If you've been following any real estate blogs or you subscribe to real estate agents' newsletters, the buyer's market has been a term that's been used for the last year or so. And here's what it means for you. So, a buyer's market basically means that when there's more homes on the market at that price point and not enough buyers to scoop them up. This creates a situation where there are more days on market, meaning that homes take longer to sell than they did. And it also means that you're more likely to have leverage as a buyer to negotiate. There's going to be less of a time crunch. According to Street Easy's price index, prices peaked around 2017, and since then we've been kind of moving into a buyer's market. And each property is different because it's all about the seller, what they want, the pricing of the apartment, and where they're going to let it go, and based on other comparable home sales in the last 3 to 6 months in the area. People are calling it a buyer's market right now because since 2017, housing inventory has started to pile up. In fact, New York City homes stay on the market for a median of 83 days in the third quarter of 2019, according to our last data. That is the longest time since 2012, according to Street Easy. When we look at statistically, we see a lot of inventory right now, so buyers have a lot of choices, according to Grant Long. And we also see a lot of sellers making price cuts and units selling below their asking prices. Homes that do sell, we see them spending a longer time on the market before they find a buyer. So, what does that mean for you? If you are in the market to buy, like I always say, find out the submarket in New York. So, uptown, downtown, midtown, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, they all have submarkets, and then also property types like co-ops, condos, townhouses. Even 5-10 blocks can make a big difference because the housing stock changes so much. So if you're buying, it means you do have leverage right now. Obviously, each situation is unique based on the listing and what it's priced for, but negotiability is in your favor. So you might have a little bit more time to make a choice, but I do think that if you're confident in what you're looking for and a price works for you, then make a choice. So one big takeaway that people always ask me as a real estate agent and other real estate agents, is it a good time to buy? And I always think that you need to make that decision for yourself, because this one home here could be perfect for you at that price, and the same home for someone else could be just a wrong situation. Are you going to be there for 7 years? Did you want to make some upgrades, or are you willing to pay to have a move in ready home that you don't need to deal with and you can move in right after closing? Because a lot of times people forget that it takes some time if you want to update the home in a livable condition for floors or uh, painting or kitchen or bathroom. So it really, you need to make that choice for yourself. But when you know that overall that it is a buyer's market, it can influence you to help your negotiations a little bit. If you're presenting an offer that might seem too aggressive for a seller, you can say, hey, look at these trends, look what this is selling for across the street, this is why my offer is justified. And then maybe they will come around and give you the offer you want, and you can get a closed deal sooner rather than later. But I do like that takeaway, though. It is always a personal choice. If you're Especially if you're primary residence, do you want to be there 3, 5, 7 years? Do you have more family members or on the way? Do you want to be in the city? Are you going to move out later? Are you going to buy a second home? And sometimes people ask about appreciation as well. Agents really don't really want to speculate on a specific value of a home in a few years, because the market can change based on many factors. From laws that change to economic conditions. Then also to, trends maybe socially that certain areas have a tipping point of being desirable or less desirable. So it's a buyer's market. Make sure you do what's right for you. If you have any questions about your specific neighborhood in the city overall, or have any questions, like, subscribe, make a comment, and follow my Facebook page, Marcus Schott Real Estate, or find me online at Marcus Amadeus on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.